Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain the new topic electromagnetic induction, and it is short name EMI. And student, our state experiment shows that current produces a magnetic field around it. Then scientist Faraday thought that if current produces a magnetic field, so it reverse must also be possible. It means if current produces a magnetic field, so Faraday thought that magnetic field should also be produce a electric field. So Faraday done the experiment to produce a electric field with the help of what? Magnetic field. So this rule comes out to be that this statement and this principle comes out to be that in the form of electromagnetic induction. So Oersted produced a Oersted experiment, current produced a magnetic field, and Faraday experiment, its reverse must also be possible, means magnetic field produce a electric field. So their experiment, Faraday experiment, based on Faraday take a bar magnet and a coil which is in the form of solenoid, and the coil which is in the form of solenoid, which is connected with a galvanometer. And you know that galvanometer is a very sensitive device which can be used to find the current flowing through a circuit or not. So this is the galvanometer, and this is the coil in the form of solenoid, and here the bar magnet. And student, and their various experiment to produce a electromagnetic induction, how the electric field produced by the magnetic field. So first case, bar magnet which have a north pole and south pole, and solenoid whose two end is connected with a galvanometer. Galvanometer is only be deflected if there will be current flowing through this coil. And here student, when bar magnet which is stationary, V equal to 0, bar magnet is stationary and solenoid which is connected with a galvanometer, it is also stationary. It means what? Bar magnet and the coil both are stationary. So we can see that there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. The needle of the galvanometer shows straight path. It means what? No current is flowing into the coil because bar magnet as well as coil both are stationary. Second case student, now situation is reverse. Now bar magnet is moving towards the coil with velocity v, and north pole of the bar magnet moves towards the coil is connected with a galvanometer. As the bar magnet is moved towards the coil, there will be deflection in the galvanometer takes place right hand side. Deflection in the needle of the galvanometer takes place right hand side when the north pole of the bar magnet moves toward the coil, and if the galvanometer is deflected, it means there will be a generation of the electric current in this coil, and the direction of the current which is produced in this coil, which is what? Anti-clockwise direction. See that this current is flowing, that is what? Anti-clockwise direction. So the face of the coil which is facing north pole behaves like a north pole, and the other side of the coil behaves like a what? South pole. So when north pole of bar magnet moves toward the coil, there will be deflection in the galvanometer in the right hand side, and the current flowing in this coil, that is what? Anti-clockwise direction, and the face of the coil which is facing toward the north pole of the magnet, which is behaves like a what? North pole. Now situation is just reverse student. Now north pole of bar magnet is what? Moves away from the coil. Again there will be deflection in the galvanometer takes place, but the direction of the deflection of the needle of the galvanometer in this case, that is what? Different from the previous case. So as the north pole of the bar magnet moves away from the coil, still there will be deflection in the galvanometer, but the direction of the deflection of the needle in the galvanometer is what? Reverse. And direction of the current flowing in this coil, there will be what? See, there will be what? Clockwise direction. And the face of the north pole which is moving away from, and the face of the coil in front of the north pole of the bar magnet behaves like what? South pole. And behind of that is what? North pole. So in one case, when north pole of bar magnet moves toward the coil, there will be deflection in the galvanometer in right hand side and the current flowing into the coil in anti-clockwise direction. When north pole of the bar magnet is moved away from the coil, and deflection in the galvanometer is what? Left hand side, the direction of the current flowing into the what? Clockwise direction. And when there will be no motion between the bar magnet and the coil, there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. It means what? There will be something change when the bar magnet, there will be what? In motion, and there will be deflection in the galvanometer takes place, and deflection in the galvanometer takes place. This shows there will be what? Current which is produced into the coil. And last experiment, that is, now in place of north pole, south pole of bar magnet moves toward the coil, and here there will be what? Current flowing in this coil, that is what? Also that is what? Clockwise direction. And the galvanometer needle show in the left hand direction, and the current flowing, that is what? In this coil, that is what? Clockwise direction. So in all these experiments 1, 2 and 3, we see there will be a deflection in the galvanometer takes place. And if there will be deflection in the galvanometer takes place, it means there will be generation of the induced current in the coil. And when there will be no motion between the bar magnet and the coil, there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. So what happened here? There will be a current which is produced into the coil. The main thing is that due to the motion of the bar magnet towards the coil, or in other words, we can say that if the bar magnet is stationary and coil is moving toward the bar magnet, then deflection in the galvanometer needle will also be takes place. So student, we can say that how the induced current means what? This current is produced due to the motion of the bar magnet. So this current which is produced into the coil, that is name is what? Induced current. So how this induced current is produced into the coil? So student, listen carefully. In first case, there will be no motion between the bar magnet and the coil. There will be no generation of the electric current into the coil. But in all other three cases, there will be what? Relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil. It means what? Bar magnet is moved toward the coil. And if we reverse the process, if bar magnet is stationary and coil is moving towards the bar magnet, then induced current will also be produced into the coil. It means what? The generation of the induced current into the coil, there will be must be a relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil. So how the induced current is produced into the coil? It means listen carefully. If there will be a relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, there will be a generation of the induced EMF into the coil. This EMF means what? Electromotive force. And due to this induced EMF, if the circuit is closed, induced current will produce. So there will be generation of the induced current into the coil. It means what? There will be a relative motion between the bar magnet. Bar magnet is moving toward the coil, or coil is moving toward the bar magnet. If there will be relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, there will be generation of the induced current into the coil takes place. And if the bar magnet is stationary and coil is stationary, there will be no induced current, no relative motion takes place. Or in other words, we can say that if the coil and the bar magnet both are moving in the same direction with the same speed, so there will be no relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil. There will be what? No generation of induced current into the coil. So Faraday experiment shows that induced current which is produced into the coil due to the relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil. Bar magnet are moved toward the coil or coil moved toward the bar magnet, are both moving towards each other, then there will be generation of induced EMF, and due to this induced EMF, induced current is produced into the coil if the coil is closed. So what the actual phenomena takes place? Due to the generation of the induced current in the coil. So next topic, that is what? And student, also one thing should be also noted, that faster the motion of the bar magnet on the coil, faster the motion of the bar magnet toward the coil, there will be larger will be the deflection in the galvanometer. It means the larger the induced current will produce into the coil. So there may be relative motion between the bar magnet and coil must be present, then induced current will produce. And if the faster the motion of the bar magnet or coil, there will be larger deflection in the galvanometer takes place. It means induced current is produced into the coil. So what actual phenomena taking place to the generation of the induced current? Reason based on it, that what? Magnetic flux. So new topic, that is what? Magnetic flux, student. Then again I will explain to you what is electromagnetic induction. So student, one thing should be remember, that if in place of magnet we replace a coil, and this coil is connected with a what? Battery, and another coil. So another, in place of we put a, if in place of magnet, we put another coil which is connected with what? Galvanometer. So student, this first coil, that is what? Primary coil, and second coil is what? Second coil is known as secondary coil. If in place of bar magnet we take a coil solenoid, which is in the form of what? Current carrying solenoid. So in place of bar magnet we take a coil, and coil is connected with a battery, and another coil which is connected with a galvanometer, and current into the coil, that is what? Current into the coil can be what? Increases or decreases. This is the rheostat, and this is the rheostat, student. So what will be happen? If you take a two coil, one coil which is connected with a battery with a rheostat, another coil which is connected with a galvanometer. So in place of bar magnet we take a coil which is connected with a battery and rheostat, and as the current into the primary coil, means first coil, if we increase or decrease the current into the primary coil, there will be a, and you know that according to Oersted experiment, if current is produced in this coil, there will be what? Magnetic field around it, and these magnetic field lines are also passes through the secondary coil, and due to the passing of the continuously magnetic field lines to the secondary coil, and we see that there will be what? Deflection in the galvanometer takes place, and So we can say that if the current into the primary coil is increases or decreases, magnetic field lines of the primary coil, which is also linked with a secondary coil, and therefore deflection in the galvanometer takes place, and the deflection in the galvanometer takes place, it means what? Generation of the induced current takes place into the secondary coil due to the change in the magnetic field lines which is crossing this secondary coil continuously. So we can say that in previous experiment of Faraday, current is produced due to the motion of the bar magnet and relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil. So we can say that current is induced into the coil is not only the relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, current will also be induced into the secondary coil due to the varying current into the primary coil. If the current into the primary coil, that is what, increases or decreases, there will be a change in the magnetic field lines which is crossing to the secondary coil continuously, and due to this generation of induced EMF and induced current takes place. So we can say that current produced into the coil not only due to the relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, current can also be induced into the coil by varying the current into the primary coil, and there will be magnetic field lines which crossing the secondary coil continuously changes, and then the induced current will also be produced into the coil. And now student, actual what is the phenomena behind this? There will be generation of induced EMF and induced current. Now I am going to explain the topic. What? Magnetic flux. So first of all, magnetic flux. Magnetic flux. What is magnetic flux? Denoted by letter phi. Phi. Magnetic flux denoted by letter phi. So student, this is the surface, and suppose that this is this area, that is what? A. This is what? Area. And if magnetic field lines crossing this area, that is what? B. And normal on this area, which is known as area vector, student, and it is shown by, that is what? A. So magnetic flux, this is not in your syllabus, but you understand the concept of electromagnetic induction. So what is magnetic flux and how the induced current is produced into the coil? So this is the area. And if you want to take a direction of this area, so this is known as area vector. So normal on the given area, normal drawn on the given area in outward direction, which is known as what? Area vector. Area vector. So normal on the given area which is drawn outward, which give the direction of area vector. And area vector can be denoted by what? Vector A. And magnetic flux, that is what? Phi, that is what? B vector dot A vector. And magnetic field unit, that is what? Tesla. Area unit, that is what? Meter square. And student, so unit of magnetic flux, that is what? Tesla meter square or Weber. So phi can be written as phi equal to B dot A, and you know that, you do not know that vector product of two vector. So here magnetic field is vector, area vector is also vector, and you must know that A dot B, that is formula in mathematics or in physics also. A dot B, vector A dot A, vector B, that is what? AB cos theta. So in place of vector B dot vector A, can be written as BA cos theta. And student, here angle theta, that is what? Angle between magnetic field and area vector. And here direction of the magnetic field and the area vector, that is what? Same direction. So angle between them is what? 0. So magnetic flux, which is written as phi equal to what? BA. And SI unit of magnetic flux, phi, is Weber, WEBER. In short, it is written as WB. Unit of SI unit of magnetic flux, which is Weber, and it is written as WB. Or you can also write the unit of magnetic flux with this formula. This is the magnetic field, this is the area. So it is, or we can write down Tesla meter square. So SI unit of magnetic flux, that is what? Tesla meter square. So what is magnetic flux? This is the formula, but the actual phenomena, what is taking place? So you students see here in this diagram, this is the magnetic field which is shown by a parallel equidistant, that is what? Uniform magnetic field. And magnetic field lines are passing through this area. So what is magnetic flux? So magnetic flux means what? Total number of magnetic field lines passing through given surface area normally. Normally means what? This is the given surface and its normal, that is what? Perpendicular to it, towards right direction. So what is magnetic flux? Magnetic flux can be defined as total number of magnetic field lines passing through any surface area normally. So magnetic flux statement, listen carefully. What is magnetic flux? Magnetic flux through a given area. Magnetic flux through a given area held inside the uniform magnetic field is the measure of magnetic flux is the measure of total number of magnetic field lines passing this surface area normally. Once again, listen carefully. What is the magnetic flux? Magnetic flux through a given area held inside the uniform magnetic field is the measure of total magnetic field lines passing this surface area normally. And student, so magnetic flux formula, that is what? Phi equal to BA cos theta. In this case, area vector and the magnetic field, that is what? Same direction 0. So phi equal to BA. So larger the magnetic field lines crossing through any surface, that is what? Larger will be the flux. So induced current or induced EMF produced in a coil due to the relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil and the changing current into the primary coil, there will be generation into the current into the secondary coil. It depends upon what? Magnetic flux. So magnetic flux can be defined as total number of magnetic field lines passing through any surface area normally. So what is electromagnetic induction, student? So student, how the induced current is produced into the coil? How the induced current is produced into the coil, and I have drawn a diagram here to understand the concept of generation of induced current into the coil. And student, see here, this is the coil which is connected with what? Galvanometer, and suppose that what? North pole is moves here. So that is what? When that is what? North pole of bar magnet moves toward the coil. And we know that this face of the coil behaves like a what? North pole, and current is produced into the what? Due to the motion of the bar magnet, north pole is moved toward the coil and deflection in the needle, that is what? Towards right side. It means current which is produced into this what? In this anti-clockwise direction. So what is actual happening? As the bar magnet is what? Moving towards the coil, it means magnetic field lines continuously passing through this loop. That is what? Continuously magnetic field lines, that is what? Magnetic field lines continuously passing through this coil continuously. So that is what? As the bar magnet, if you draw it, magnetic field lines, so outside bar magnet, magnetic field lines is emerging from now. So as the bar magnet is moved through the coil, so number of magnetic field lines passing through this surface area, that is what? Increases. And due to what is magnetic flux? So we see that as the bar magnet is moved toward the coil, there will be what? Number of magnetic field lines linked with this coil continuously changes. And if there will be a number of magnetic field lines continuously changes through any coil due to the motion of the bar magnet, it means what? Magnetic flux linked with the coil continuously what? Increases. And if there will be a change in the magnetic flux link with the coil continuously takes place, there will be generation of induced current into the coil. So here magnetic flux link with the coil continuously increases due to motion of the north pole of the bar magnet. And student, in place of this, if there will be what? There will be what? Galvanometer, which is connected with what? Suppose that this is the coil, and here galvanometer is here, and north pole and south pole, suppose that this is what? N and S. Both are what? Stationary. Both are stationary. So there will be what? Magnetic field lines, that is what? Passing through this circular loop, that is what? Magnetic field lines is still passing through this circular area of coil, but magnetic field lines, that is what? Passing through this coil, but there will be no generation of there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. If there will be no deflection in the galvanometer, it means what? No current is produced in this coil, because still magnetic field lines are crossing this area, but number of magnetic field lines crossing this area remains constant, because there will be no motion between the bar magnet and the coil, and fixed number of magnetic field lines passing through this area. So there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. And if fixed number of magnetic field lines are passing through this area, it means what? Magnetic flux through a coil which remain constant. There will be no change in the magnetic flux. Magnetic flux remains constant. Induced EMF or induced current which is produced into the coil only due to the change in the magnetic flux, and change in the magnetic flux only takes place if the magnetic field lines passing through any area, that is what? Either increases or decreases. Now if the bar magnet is moves away from the coil, now situation change. Here is stationary, there will be no generation of induced EMF or induced current into the coil. It means magnetic flux, that is what? That is what? Constant. Phi, that is what? Constant. So there will be, that is what? I, that is what? 0. No generation of induced current. It means induced current which is produced into the coil only in the case either bar magnet is moved towards the coil or bar magnet is moved away from the coil. in both the cases magnetic field lines link with the coil continuously what changes, and due to the change in the magnetic field lines continuously link with the coil changes, there will be change in the magnetic flux and there will be generation of induced EMF takes place into the coil. So one thing should be remember that here the motion of the bar magnetic coil takes place. How the induced EMF produced into the secondary coil? By changing the current. Already here in first coil, if the current into the primary coil is changes, increases or decreases, it means what? Magnetic field lines which is linked with the secondary coil which also be increases or decreases. It means so number of magnetic field lines linked with the secondary coil continuously changes. So there will be what? Change in the magnetic flux and there will be generation of induced EMF and induced current into the coil. So all this experiment based on that induced current, induced EMF, electromotive force, induced EMF or induced current which is produced into the coil is due to the change in the magnetic flux takes place, which is either increases or decreases into the coil. So when a bar magnet is moved toward the coil or bar magnet is moves away from the coil, magnetic field lines to the coil either increases or decreases. In both the case, magnetic flux linked with the coil changes and there will be generation of induced EMF, and if the circuit is closed, due to this induced EMF, induced current will produce. In case of primary coil and secondary coil also, if the current into the primary coil is increases or decreases, so this current which produces a magnetic field and magnetic field lines which is passing through the secondary coil, and in secondary coil there will be magnetic field lines continuously what? Increases or decreases. It means what? Magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil will also be increases or decreases. So in that case there will be generation of the induced EMF as well as induced current. So this is the complete explanation of the Faraday production of electromagnetic induction. So what is electromagnetic induction? Listen carefully. If there will be a relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, if there will be a relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, magnetic flux linked with the coil changes continuously, and due to change in the magnetic flux and induced EMF produced into the coil, and due to this induced EMF, if the circuit is closed, due to this induced EMF, induced current is produced into the induced current produced into the coil, and this phenomena is known as what? Electromagnetic induction. So electromagnetic induction is the phenomena in which a relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil, there will be change in the magnetic flux linked with the coil changes and there will be induced EMF and induced current takes place. On the basis of this, Faraday gave two laws, and this is the Faraday law of electromagnetic